Hi, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about a very important topic which is I might call the dream of a lot of people: buying a own house. Welcome back to the channel, and this is your tarot reader and astrologer Shravanti. Unlike a lot of other tarot readers, I am basically an Indian Vedic astrologer and a tarot reader. So we trust not in looks, but we trust on the effectivity and the accuracy of our predictions. So many people recently they have been telling me that other tarot readers they wear all this glittery stuff and everything. Why isn't your videos like that? Because I strongly believe that look is not important, but the accuracy of the predictions and our technique is very important. So in this video I am going to give you a series of why people are not able to buy their own house and why it is a dream that is not being fulfilled for many people, and what are the remedies that we need to do. Okay, so take a note of it, and if you have any doubts, put it on the comment section, and you can also feel free to contact me anytime or visit my website consultarot.com. Owning a house is an emotion. Though it can be called as an economically bad investment, it has been a dream for many people that you need to have your own house. So why are the reasons you are not having a own house? The very first thing is, in your horoscope, the 4th lord and the 10th lord from Mars can be weak. And also Mars along with Rahu or Ketu can be detrimental when you are going to buy a house. And the second important thing, if your 4th lord is along with 6, 8, 12 or is in the house of 6, 8th and 12th house, it means when you take any step to get a house, then you are going to face a lot of blocks. What are the different types of blocks you can face when astrologically your chart is actually very negative for buying a own house? The first thing is, when you save money for the purpose of buying the house, that money can be spent on other unnecessary issues and other unnecessary expenditure. The second thing, you might want to buy a particular house, but when you go there, you might not be able to find the right house in your budget, in your liking. So the process of buying the house can get delayed a lot. Third thing is, when you're trying to buy the house, you can find financial crunches, difficulties, job issues. You might even get a situation of losing a job. Then the priority will shift. Is this important, or just having a job and hanging on is important? So then your priorities can shift. Finally, this is one of the cases of my very old clients. His 4th lord is in the 12th house along with the 12th lord. So what has happened is, he invested money in 2 real estate companies, booked 2 flats in different places, and it's been 8 years. Both the flats are not being delivered, both the keys are not being given, and he has been facing a lot of legal issues because the time when you buy the property, that builder, the alignment of the people can go wrong, and even though you own the house, you might not be able to enjoy the perks of living in your own house. Okay, so I've told you the combinations in the chart, but sometimes bad dasha bhukti can also affect your prospects of buying the house. Now, what are the remedies that one needs to do, and what are the measures you need to follow? It is a combination of both to solve this problem. So what are the remedies that you need to do in order to be able to buy your own house? The first thing is, 4th lord from your Mars is the Karaka for Akarshana. Akarshana means the attraction of own house. So please do puja or light lamps for the 4th lord from your Mars and the 10th lord from your Mars. So the 4th and the 10th lord, if you don't know what 4th lord is, 10th lord is, don't worry. You can contact and get to know what is the detail in your horoscope, and we will be able to guide you and take you upon. So the 4th and the 10th lord from your Mars, we need to do puja puja and abhisheka for a period of time, that energy will get cleared and you will attract the right house for you. And second thing is, many people will have subtle blocks in buying the house. Like I told you, they might not be able to find the right place, they might not be able to invest in the right people, they might not know the time of investment. By the time they invest, they might have some different priorities. So to clear all these things, generally we suggest Shatru Samhara Puja or Shatru Samhara Homa. Okay, so this has happened very recently, where a person, she has a lot of money because she has sold the ancestral property and she has it in the bank. Now she has to invest it somewhere, because otherwise she has to pay huge amount of taxes. And then she came and told me, ma'am, I don't know, because in that area I'm not able to find a single property which is satisfying and single property which does not have any problem. So I said, don't worry, do Shatru Samhara Homam, you will be able to clear the blocks. And then after she did the Shatru Samhara Homam, within 2 weeks she found out that the broker and the other guys were manipulating her. Through some known source she came to know, she blasted them. And then eventually 2-3 days later she found out a good flat, and I hope she has booked it, because I did not get any news after that. But she knew that who caused the problem in her buying the house. So this is the case. Then if you are facing any blocks, please do the Shatru Samhara Homa. The third thing is, Mars is the lord of Bhumi, that is, Bhumi is governed by Mars. So is karma. So if you are karmically very weak person, if your family's karma is very weak in terms of properties, generally I have seen families whose properties will get stuck in court cases, whose properties will not flourish, whose properties will get abandoned, lost, will be captured and captured by another party. So these are all karmically very weak points. Then you have to do Sarpashanti Puja and clear the karma. So when I tell different angles of the problem, it might be any one problem. We have to sit, we have to deeply analyze and find out. But if we find out the right remedy, then you would be able to solve the problem very, very easily. So either do the puja for 4th and the 10th lord from Mars, find out if you have Shatrus, do the Shatru Samhara Homam, or if you feel your lineage energy of house is blocked, then you have to do the Sarpashanti Homam or the puja. Now, what are the things you should do in order to get a house quickly, and if you are having an issue in your horoscope? The first thing is, don't invest in houses, invest in plots or lands. This is actually one of the technique which is already written and has also been followed by my guru. If the 4th lord is afflicted, my guru will ask them to buy multiple plots. So when you buy multiple plots, the dosha slowly will get nullified, and finally you can sell it off and consolidate it into 1 or 2 properties. The second thing is, don't buy a newly constructed flat. Buy a second hand flat first, and then you convert it into a first hand house. Why? Because when you have an affliction, if you buy a property which is with some compromise, then it will help you nullify the dosha. Now if you want a perfect villa, perfect house, then that is where you will face a lot of financial as well as issues. Okay, so buy a second hand house. Third thing, this generally all the astrologers will suggest, don't buy the house in your name, but it is just not your name. No involvement of yours should be there in that house. If you do the payment, if you are physically involved, if you do all the job, then that house in turn your karma will affect. So if your 4th lord is weak, ask your husband or your wife or your mother or your father to buy a house in their name on your behalf, and later on when the dasha bhukti is right, they can transfer it to you. And the fifth one is very, very simple. So when you buy the house, make sure you donate a certain percentage to the building of a temple or a good cause. So this happened, this is a story of a very big builder. Of course, he's not my client, he's my guru's client. But when I was studying astrology, I used to listen to how other clients tell the problem and how my guruji used to suggest solutions. So I was like an assistant standing beside him. So this is a true story where a very big builder, he lost around 20 to 30 crores in a project. So what happened is he was not able to recover from the problem. He did everything he can do politically, legally, financially, so everything he was trying, and then it was not working at all. So my Guruji told there is a temple in Vadapalani, it is near our area, Vengeshwaran Shivan temple. So this Vengeshwaran Shivan temple's renovation work is going on. They are facing a lot of financial crunch. So you go there, you donate some money. So immediately that person, through some belief, he said, I will donate the entire expenses of the marble which is put in the temple. So it must have costed more than 10 to 15 lakhs, I don't know. So he sponsored it, and within 6 months he got multiple projects, and he could easily recover the money which he had lost. So if any construction, if the Ayodhya temple construction is going on, any construction work is going religiously on temples, renovation work, you can donate it. Why? Because during those days, kings, queens, ministers and everybody used to donate lands and houses to the temple. Why? Because that Bhumi Karma should not affect them. They would be holding thousands of acres of land. In that few acres they will write it off to the temple so that they can hold that 1,000-acre land. So it is like a donation. You can hold property only because of donation and nothing else. So that is why if you donate, you will be able to hold huge amount of property. Otherwise, if you buy one property, God will give you a situation to sell other property. You cannot hold multiple properties at a time. So this is the exclusive video of how to buy a house, but this is just one portion of what I could share with you. If you want individual opinions or consultations, then you can always contact my website consultarot.com and also to the WhatsApp number below. And do share this video and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you.